Don't get pregnant. Don't do it. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's ghetto. Don't do it. No.
Hey you guys, I'm back with another video in the same day. Okay, so this video, I think I said in my past videos that I was going to make a video about my pregnancy with Milani, my daughter. My second pregnancy with my daughter was very complicated, okay? My first pregnancy, I was pregnant at the age of 16. You could check out my video. It will be in the cards or link down below for you guys to go and watch. That's my story time about me being pregnant. All right, my second pregnancy, 10 years later, you guys, I got pregnant with my daughter in my new relationship, my current relationship, 10 years after I had my son. My pregnancy was very hard. And I don't know if it's because I had a girl or what the case may be. A lot of people say that girl pregnancies are harder than boys, but then a lot of people say that their boy pregnancy was harder than a girl. I don't know, whatever. The beginning stages of my pregnancy, I was sick, constantly sick. I lost so much weight. I was so small. Well, I wasn't so small. I was just smaller than how I was before I was pregnant, I guess. So yeah, I lost weight. I was constantly sick. Anything that I smelled was just not the go. I could not cook. Raw meat was just gross. Like I couldn't smell it. It was so nasty. More stages into my pregnancy, I couldn't even stand being around my boyfriend. He smelled like outside. If you know what outside smells like, you know when somebody comes inside from outside, he smelled like that constantly. And I was just like, get the fuck away from me, like you stink. And he didn't know, like he just, you know, he's never had a kid before, so he don't know how to react to a pregnant woman. He's just like, okay. My second trimester wasn't that bad, but then towards the end of my second trimester, that was when I got fired from my job. They fired me because I was pregnant, y'all. Big whoop. They was whack with it, whatever. Then I found out that like I had like cholestasis. If you don't know what cholestasis is, it's a liver disease that you get during pregnancy, which is crazy. It just, your skin is very itchy all over. It's very itchy. And you just scratch. And I used to scratch constantly. Like I still have marks on my body from me scratching. Like if you see my skin is usually clear. Like just, I don't usually have too much blemishes, but do you see these dark stuff right here? They used to be even worse. They're starting to clear up now. Look, all that never used to be there, but I was scratching so much that I didn't even really have nails, but they made me have like scratches all over my body, like all over my legs, everything. I have to get my skin back. So I used to scratch all the time. Like just constantly. I couldn't. It was so uncomfortable. I felt like my body wasn't my body. It was so bad. I ended up having to get induced because cholestasis, it sucks for me, but it's not bad for me, but it was bad for the baby, they said. So I had to get induced because they say babies usually don't live, when the mom has cholestasis, they usually don't live past a certain amount of weeks. You get stillbirth. So they wanted to induce me. My doctor kept pushing for like a later date, and I'm just like,
Listen, sir, I would like the baby out because it's itchy. Eyes itchy. Help.
With my first pregnancy, my son, I went over my due date. Like I didn't mind. Everything was cool. I was like, hey, he's chilling. I'm chilling, you know?
With her, I was just like, get her out. Because the longer she in here, I'm gonna be itching, so just get her out, get her out. Everybody was like, just let her develop more, let her develop more. And I'm like, I get it, I get that, but get her out. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want her in here anymore. I want my own body back. Get her out. I want my skin back. Get her out.
So I just had to like, I got induced on the 22nd of April. The 22nd of April, you guys, that's my son's birthday, okay? My son was not in California at the time. My son was in Connecticut. At the time, he spent the school year with his grandmother because I rotate back and forth with his grandma sometimes. Sometimes he'll spend like certain weekends and stuff. Not weekends, why did I say weekends? Certain holidays with his grandma. And then he'll come and be with mommy, you know? So I kind of have to share, you know, back and forth, co-parenting type stuff. So he spent the school year out there with his grandmother, and he was supposed to be back before April. He was supposed to be back in February, but everybody was like, why bring him back so early on in the school year? Just wait until school's out. And when school was out, of course, my baby was gonna be born, because I wanted him there for the birth and everything. You can see in my haul, I bought him his pajamas, everything. So he wasn't even able to come out there, like, you know, so they wanted to wait until the end of the school year. So that's what happened, whatever, a new story. So it was his birthday that I got induced, and I was just in the hospital. I was cooling, y'all. I was eating, being fat, you know. We were just cooling, eating. He got me some food and stuff because I was eating the hospital food, but it was gross. I'm telling y'all, it was nasty. That's the worst hospital food I've ever had. But yeah, so fix that. And they started the process of inducing labor. I had like little contractions or whatever, but I was like, this ain't nothing. I was starting to get scared because I was just like, this is nothing. So imagine later on contractions. I know I'm gonna die. So it was the next day that my contractions really started to kick in. So it didn't take long at all for, I know some people say when they were induced, they've been in labor for like a week. And it started on the 22nd. We got into the hospital at like 9 in the morning, and you know, we slept there. And then the next day, that's when shit started to go down. Okay. It was like 13 hours I was in labor, basically. 13 hours. Well, not 13. It probably was like 10 hours, because we got there at 9. They started everything probably like at 10, 11 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It had to be like 10 and a half, 12 hours, something like that. 23rd, my contractions started to kick in. I started going crazy. It was just bad. My boyfriend, who isn't an emotional person, he was just like, he couldn't handle it. He got left out the room. He went downstairs, and he was just kind of like, when he left and went downstairs, and my contractions weren't that bad at the time, but when he came back, that's when all hell started to break loose. And
I could not. I told them, I was like, you know what? I want to pack up my stuff and go home. I want to go home, keep the baby in forever, leave her there. I'll take care of her then. She'll eat, she'll pee, she'll poop in my belly. I don't want her out. No, this is too much.
It was too much. I couldn't deal. The pain was so excessive. Like, it was just like, this is ghetto. Like, what's going on? I don't know. Like, why is this happening? Why did I go through this 10 years friggin' later? Like, didn't I not learn from my first one? Like, what? These contractions are killing me. They decided, okay, let's get her a doula. She needs a doula. Let's get the volunteer doula to come up here and help her through these contractions, because she's not coping well, okay? She's not handling it.
They had the volunteer doula come up here. She was awesome. Okay, I think her name was Katie. Katie, if you're ever watching this video, I don't know your last name, I'm so sorry. But if you remember my face, it was uglier, like, while I was in labor. But my boyfriend and I friggin' loved you, and we wanted to send you a card and everything, but we're black, so we forget things. I'm sorry. But we wanted to send you a card. We wanted to friggin' sponsor your life. Like, we loved you so much. You helped out so much, even though I was like unreasonable. Like, I was just too much. I was going crazy.
She was great. She had me on the ball. She was very relaxing. She made me massage. She gave me like different ways that I could try and handle it, but it was so hard, you guys.
Don't get pregnant. Don't do it. It's a scam. It's a scam. It's ghetto. Don't do it. No.
It started to get real. Like, really real. It was real before, but now it's really real. You feel me?
I get into the bed, okay? I get in the bed, and it was too much. I was screaming. They're just like, you gotta lower your voice. Go deeper. Like, don't have high notes, do deeper notes. And I'm thinking to myself,
like, how the fuck?
How? Like, I wasn't thinking about being deeper. I was thinking about getting the baby out. That's it. Like, ain't nobody thinking about no damn breathing. Like, I get it. No,
That's what it was.
that's what it was. I was not hee-hooing. I was doing the total opposite, okay? I couldn't think straight, so I couldn't think about breathing. Like I was hyperventilating or something. I don't know. But I ended up feeling like I needed to push. Mind you, she checked me like 2 minutes before that, and I was 8 centimeters. If you know, you're supposed to be 10 centimeters dilated, okay? Well, that's what I know. If you're supposed to be 10 centimeters dilated for you to be ready to push. I was 8. She checked 2 minutes before. I felt like I needed to push.
I told him, I was like, I feel like I need to push. I feel like I need to push.
They was like,
You're gonna feel that way. That's just what you're gonna feel.
Bitch.
20 seconds later, I was like,
I can't hold it. Oh my God.
and I started to need to push. And when I tell you that baby was coming on down, she was coming on down. They didn't believe that I needed to push. They just kept saying,
That's how you're gonna feel. You're gonna feel that.
so I was pushing and the baby, because I was on my side, guys. I was on my side because I was holding on to the bars because I just couldn't, like I could not. So I was holding on to the bars and I'm pushing and I felt her head pop out.
And when her head pop out, they over here want to scramble. They want to grab everything. That's when they wanted to react. They was taking too long for me though. Yes, they were. They couldn't find their gloves. They had to get their gloves on because I told y'all I had to push. What, you thought I was lying? You thought I was lying? I had to push.
So I pulled her out. For the people that don't have children, you're gonna go through something called the ring of fire, okay? And that's just the burning sensation of a child popping out of your vagina. I'm just that's what you're gonna go through. I'm sorry. Everybody gotta go through that unless you get a C-section. I don't know how that is, so.
But it seems crazy because like they couldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. Honestly, birth is just don't have kids. Don't do it. It's just all crazy. It's all over the place. It's all it's a scam. I'm telling you, it's a scam. It's ghetto. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, they're gonna have to populate the earth some other way. Don't do it.
I pulled her out. I didn't even care. I just yanked on my baby's head. I was just like, get her out. So when I'm pulling, that's when they kind of, helped me. And I mostly pulled her out though. Just telling y'all, just letting y'all know. I birthed my own baby. I could have stayed home, okay? I could have stayed home. When they took her out or whatever, they said I passed out. And my boyfriend was just like, I was slapping you. I was crying. I was so scared. And I'm just like, I just kind of yanked the baby out my vagina. Let me pass out for 2 seconds. Damn, like, let me rest. Shit. They were scared. Everyone was scared. They said, like, it was like, we don't know what happened. Like, we were just trying to make sure you were okay. And I'm just like, yo, listen, like, I'm a G. I got this. You feel me? I got this. Okay. I got this. I ended up passing out because it was a lie. Like, let me rest. Let a girl rest. Jeez. They put the baby on me. They took pictures of us. And it was just really cute. Yeah, that's my precious girl. She's just so precious. I love her so much. So my family is like complete. I know I do want more kids. I've always wanted a lot of children. My boyfriend wants a lot of kids too. I don't know when we're ever gonna have time to make them because of course we're not even rich yet. Like, we need to be rich first. We want to make sure that we're able to afford all of our children before we have more. You know what I mean? So we need to get rich first, and we might not get rich yet. I don't even know. So we gotta see, and we'll have more kids. Okay, that's my pregnancy story. Oh yeah, also I had high blood pressure after. They didn't understand why, so they kept me in labor and delivery for a little while longer because they wanted to make sure that they monitor my blood pressure and that it lowered or got normal before they sent me to the next stage of the process of giving birth. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my labor and delivery story. It's kind of crazy. Like, all pregnancies aren't the same. Like, not a lot of people get sick, not a lot of people feel pain, but I went through it, and I was working when I was pregnant. So it was hard work, and I was pregnant, and they didn't care. They were like, move, get it moved. And I got hired around the time of Christmas. Okay, Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's when I got hired, and it was a lot on me. When I tell you my pelvic bone was broke, like. So that's my video, you guys. I'm so happy to finally share this video. I want to get out all these like videos about myself, and you know, just so y'all can get a little bit of insight on me and what I'm about and all that good stuff. So now you know that I have a boyfriend and I have 2 kids, so we're a family of 4. So yeah, hopefully you guys continue to rock with me, and I'll definitely try to put out more videos for you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye. It might be today. If you see me in the same outfit, it just means I made a video in the same day. I'm trying to get these videos out for you guys. All right, see you guys later. Bye.